Welcome to session 56 of the Sphere of Power campaign, secured by thieves. So, having found the ancient crypt of Badr al-Mozak, a buried tomb beneath an ominously pristine statue within a lonely amphitheater that has barely withstood centuries of sandblasting in this remote stretch of desert, awareness grows that the will and mettle of the party will be further tested within the confines of these subterranean chambers. Managing to inelegantly enter the first chamber through various means of uncontrolled descent. Oops, that was a clip. I think I put that in later. After several of the largest and bravest members of the company fled in fear before overcoming the aura of evil that exuded from the statue, the first chamber was successfully, though inelegantly, breached. Using various methods of uncontrolled descent and some rather unexpected displays of mage acrobatics, footing was secured on the edge of a circular platform around a vertical cavern, with 4 passages leading to varying statues in each of the cardinal directions. Adopting a trial and error strategy, they managed to set off each of the 3 trap statues before identifying the one that concealed the doorway to the next area. A foyer with a trail of platinum pieces that seemed to come from and go to nowhere, egressed by one doorway to the east and one to the west. Being somewhat more cautious, an investigation of the room reveals yet another passage to a narrow catwalk over a darkened pit. But efforts to proactively identify any potential adversaries in the western room was unsuccessful before opening the door to a room full of whites. And here we find ourselves beginning the session with battle for a change, which I kind of like. You know, the storyline is good,
Oh yeah.
but we need a little bit of action here and there. So let's see. Shifting over to the combat tracker. I do believe that I get to start off before any of you guys get to do anything.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, isn't it? And the one closest to you, number 9, number 9, number 9. Can you hear her in the background? Do I need to close the door?
Hear what? In the
Only a
background?
little.
My wife.
Nuke it from orbit.
No, we do not nuke the
Not
cat
enough to be bothersome.
or the wife.
Mhm.
Not enough to be bothersome.
Okay, so this flag thing rarely works, right? There we go. Ooh, gosh, I just love window errors. All right, as long as they don't show up in your guys' side. All right, so let's see. Ooh, yuck. All right, so by now you guys know what whites are. You know they are not fun. They are definitely less problematic than they were in earlier editions. I will point that out.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
they're still a PITA. So number
Yeah.
9.
Run and fireball.
Now would be a fantastic time for a fireball.
No, except at least this one gets a chance to do something about it first. So switch over to here. Goddamn error windows. I really got
And Kaelali is the only person close enough to be affected by my aura of protection, so you get a +2 to all saving throws while you're within 10 feet of me.
Oh, good. Good.
And this one has a longbow out, and he has it raised in your direction when you open the door. So he simply has to let it loose
Yeah.
and misses. Is able to cock another arrow and also fails to land a blow with it, which gives the party's faithful cleric a chance to respond to the arrows coming through the doorway.
Oh, I
And a
don't
bellow
think,
from Vark.
And actually, you can see number 9 through the door.
I would have line of sight, so I don't think I have turn undead enough to do anything about whites. So we're gonna do spiritual hammer.
I don't know. You should be able to do something about whites, shouldn't? Or maybe a low chance.
Yeah, I think it's a low
You
chance.
should be
for
able to turn
whites.
him at least. You can't kill him or anything.
Let's see if I can look that up quickly.
Yeah, if you can, that'd be helpful. Otherwise, I'm just gonna spiritual hammer on this bitch.
I mean, even just, you move up and so you can see them all and you turn undead and, just limiting the number of them that can attack us at a time. And then we all focus fire and it's
Focus
crowd
fireball.
control. Or that too.
Oh,
Just
I've got-
remember,
But-
a fireball has a 20-foot radius. So everybody
Yes,
had
it's
better
huge.
run.
So I need to get some fire resistant
Run like
armor
hell.
is what I'm learning.
Yes.
So channel divinity ability, which is definitely a new mechanic for me, and I know for Albie.
Well, and destroy undead starting at 5th level. Fails for saving throw against turn undead feature creature instantly destroyed or its challenge radius, but it's like 5th level 1.5 or lower. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. I'm not used to playing clerics.
Yeah, they're CR level, so I'm pretty sure though you can turn the wits, but like a regular zombie, you can just pop their fucking melons.
Yeah.
All right, so they are CR3.
So I'm not sure how that would read half or lower.
As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer censoring the undead. Each undead that you see or hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can use only the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
Only 2 of these guys are even remotely close within 30 feet. Would that line of sight also be applicable? Would they have to see the holy symbol, or is it just an aura?
See or hear you,
It
it's a
does say that if they can hear you, it will apply.
Mhm. But where's the reference to how many you can turn? Let's see that.
as long as they're within 30 feet.
Yeah, it's not everyone.
Yeah.
Alex, do you know? I have a funny feel. All right, let me go get my my hard copy. I'll be right back.
Way to fuck up the rules. Well, and forgive me for my inexperience with playing clerics. Usually I play rogues and bards.
Okay.
Yeah, when Keith asked me to jump into your campaign, I said, "What do you need?" He says, "Cleric." I said, "Okay, I'll give it a shot."
Yeah. I think I missed what the question is.
Originally it
How
started if it
many
was even
are
worth
affected?
trying to turn these guys. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be within 30 feet of them. You do not need line of sight, but they do need to be able to hear you. So
So
if
I
it's
would need to move
noisy
up.
and they can't see you, but they're within 30 feet, then it wouldn't apply. But if they can see you and they're within 30 feet, then it does apply. Or Let's,
So is there no limit on
See.
the numbers that can be affected? That seems.
there's
wrong.
no limit on the number that can be affected.
Wow. So yeah, you
30
can't
feet.
destroy. You can't destroy undead, but you in this case
Yeah. So
you can turn all of them as they come.
so it's possible you would be able to catch 31 if you spoke loud enough, but from where you're at right now,
Might have
that's
to
the
move
only
up.
one you might possibly catch. You'd have to
Yeah.
move up towards the door. If you stood right about there, you could get all of them.
And in
See
steps
the
the
other
cleric.
one. I can't target the other one, but do I need to target them to do this, or how does
Yes,
that
so
work?
that the effect is applied to them. You do. You should be able
Okay.
to target more than one by holding down control.
Okay,
double
but I
click.
can't see the other guy, so you'll either have to add him to my targeting, or
You should be able to target it straight from the combat tracker, just by control clicking on the combat tracker entry for it.
so I can get 4. Let's see.
I do see the targeting list updating, so that's a good sign.
So it looks like 23 because I don't have, oh no, I got him. So I'm able to target 4 of the 5 that I can see.
Which one
So
can't you
call
target?
that tracker.
Which one can't you target?
12. It's 23. 31, I think, is the odd man out. Yeah,
31. Why am I
33.
not surprised?
Yeah, because he's up on the upper right, so he's behind the door and in shadow.
Yeah, that could be it. Gosh, I get every other click. I'm getting a error. Okay, it looks like all of them are targeted. I see 5.
Cool. Cool. So then, do I do channel divinity as a roll, or the destroy undead? Because I don't have anything set up for my destroy undead as far as a dice grab.
All
You know what I
right,
mean?
so you're going to first do the die roll next to channel divinity in your actions tab, and that'll force
Okay.
them to do a wisdom save.
Lots of dice.
All right, so it looks like only one failed. Number 31, the one you couldn't see.
Fucker.
Well, good. Well, no, not good. That's interesting.
It's
sad
interesting.
that
He
they
probably
didn't kill
what that suggests is that he sounds a lot more intimidating than he looks.
Yeah, apparently so.
I'm a fucking dragonborn. I should look scary as hell.
Yeah, you should.
Apparently, these 4 were unimpressed.
Yeah.
All right, so
Well, hey, 1 out of 5 being unhappy is still better than nothing.
Exactly.
let's see. All right, come on, guys. There's nothing on this thing that makes it obvious that he's turned either. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, okay. No wonder. Go ahead and hit the next button next to the die roll and apply the turned effect.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hopefully it's not going to do it too. Okay, so yes, now 31 is properly labeled as turn. Okay, cool. All right, so now with that, sorry, guys. I'm always rusty with the new version. Kaylee, take the reins.
Well, not much to do other than take a shot.
Whiskey, please.
Ooh, it's a hit. Good.
I had some,
And that
by the way,
means
Albie, I got to enjoy some Macallans with Sage and Alyssa about 2 weeks ago.
Awesome.
that means I poked it.
Pokey pokey.
There we go.
To creature number 9. Number 9. So, you shot it with your longbow. The arrow reaches out and targets unerringly your target, but tags it in the shoulder, and it just seems to kind of brush it off. It hurt it, but not as much as you really expected that it should have.
Yep.
Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Those of you with puppies know that when they want to go, there's no reasoning with them.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. You either respond now or clean it up now. All right. Ms., you are up.
Okay, I will. You'll just see me lash my hand out, and you'll just see Thorn extended in a whip form, just shoot out, and then grab creature number 9. Well, hopefully so.
Nice roll.
And what I will do, I will drag it 10 feet towards the Goliath. So then he's in swing range for Goliath. And at the end of my turn.
Okay. And that brings us up to our Chronomage.
So fireball? Or is that gonna cause everybody to have heart palpitations?
I'm comfortably behind another statue, so swing
That's
away.
fine.
Keith, can you approve my movement for my guy?
Sorry, guys. I'm getting interrupted. Let me deal with this.
Okay. So if I go and throw it straight through the door to right there, basically bounce it off the back wall, then Keith can decide. I'm assuming everybody in the room for sure is going to be affected by this. So I will target all of them. And we are going to toss that in. So boom, off the back wall. And then I What? How does it have? Oh, I see. Yeah, and I just cast it at level 3. I did not cast it at a higher level. So there we go, doing some damage to them. And I don't know if you're talking, Keith. You are. I'm not hearing anything. Actually, I'm not hearing anything from anybody. But there. Oh, it
Sorry, I'm
33
back.
and 12. Oh no, they're still target. Okay, that's just odd. It shows me as targeting them in. Oh, now I'm not targeting them anymore. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Yeah, that was weird.
Gremlins, that's probably what happened.
Yeah, that's weird. I targeted them and it did the damage. I'll untarget all of them now. But 33. Oh, I see. It halved the damage to those guys. That's what was going on. Okay. Weird. All right. So very good. So that was that. And then it took me 25 to get here, and I believe my movement is just 30. Yep. So I am just going to use 5 feet of movement to back up just a bit more. And that will be it for me.
Okay, everything seems to be taking me 3 times as many button clicks right now, but that's fine. All right, so you decided to fireball. So let's see how.
Just to start us with a little damage, I basically bounced it off the back wall.
That probably worked out well. All right, so let's see. Wounded, wounded, heavy, wounded, wounded. Okay. You heard them all. That's good. It's a good start. But now we've got white number 23. And
Now they're all just really, really mad.
yeah, they kind of are, aren't they? All right, so and this one decides to approach the cleric since he's first in range. And he targets the cleric with his longsword. And reaches back, aiming for a mighty swing, and feigns into a set of double slashes. First one.
Ooh.
Hits. For 4 points of damage. And while slashing at you, he attempts a life drain. Ah, you get lucky on that one. So let's see. And did it do a constitution check already yet? I don't think so. Oof.
That's +2 probably doesn't help from my aura.
No,
So
you
be an 11.
need to be at DC 13, so he would need
Oh, damn.
he would need 4 points to save it. Sorry, Fekish, but unfortunately your hit point maximum is now permanently reduced by 1.
Damn.
What's your character?
Super.
And I think that's enough damage for 1 session. But now white 33 is kind of feeling inspired, getting into the action. But he does not have a clear path through. So he comes down through here. and he decides to target the largest target,
Yeah.
but he's still at -2 because of his people being in the way.
Solid.
And he makes his first longbow attack. Ooh,
Oh. Shit. That's not good.
and makes a critical hit. That could have been much worse, that's for sure. The second attack. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, those, I thought I had targeted Varric, but it says Feckish, so that kind of got slightly messed up. Fortunately, there's no effects to take off. Feckish, I'm going to give you back that 11 points, and that's going to come off of Varric.
I'm cool with it.
All right, so you're down 21. Let me just finish that attack damage. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so that's a total of 15 points that you're going to get back. Take off another 4 off of, oh. All right, probably might have happened a little differently given differences in armor class and whatnot, but it was just straight damage. And the hit that he lost a point on was definitely targeted at Feckish, so that doesn't need to transfer over. But that 15 points of damage does and did come off of Varric. So my apologies.
Okay.
And moving on to the next one. Varric, you get to respond.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So I'm actually in this space because on the grid, I'm in the middle of 4 spaces. So I've been in this space here. Is that cool?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm gonna take a swing. Oh, that's not what I want. Why did it? There we go.
You don't mind getting wet. Only someone truly brave would wade into those waters now.
Why is it only doing my?
That's why the rumor is of
Keep
a
getting
shark
errors.
Oh,
when
it
you
helps.
click on it.
You want me to
Sorry.
destroy all the pirate ships? Exactly.
And I'm gonna take a swing at wit 9 or white 9
Okay.
with my hammer, and I'm gonna put a little smite, level 1 smite on it, so it's an extra D8 of smite damage.
The Holy Crusaders, men in the front rank.
All right, and then this. Oh, I gotta turn on the smite, don't I? Shit. Where is it?
Smite only smites if you smite.
Did that do it? Now it's on.
It looks like it did it to you.
It turned it on finally. Okay, my bad. And then roll my damage.
Oh, okay. Good job. You dropped white number 9.
All right, and then
Put him.
extra attack. I'm gonna swing at this guy here who took some shots at Feckish with my mace. And again, let me turn on my smite. And mark my spell. And take my swing with my mace. Dang. Oh, it still hit. Hell yeah.
I was going to say just for future reference, if anyone has a hit or a roll or something that they really, really need to make. I have as a reaction, I can do the chronal shift, and I can force anyone within 30 feet of me to re-roll and attack a check or a saving throw. You have to take the new roll. It's not an either or, but you know, if it's a hit, you really
It's a
have
clear
to make.
failure that you need to redo.
Right, exactly. Then let me know, because I might forget about it.
And I'm going to use my movement to step into the room, engaging both of the whites right there at the entrance.
Gotcha. And Red Dread, by the way, I forgot to update last time, but you have an additional inspiration point for your acrobatic landing from last session. Because that truly was
Awesome. I totally see
inspirational.
it. I totally see it. Like what's his name in The Office when he totally rolls in, falls all over everything, and then says parkour.
And I will bonus action white 33. Hang on, let me untarget him.
It's good to have a Goliath around.
And I am
He'll make
going
up for lost
to
time.
Hunter's mark him. Not the self. There we go. And that's my turn.
Okay. So now white 12 is not having the day of things. He thought that they had the advantage. You know, what limited semblance of intelligence that you have. All right. How do I turn that off again? Oh, that's a settings option. Do they keep resetting that on me? There we go. Okay. Much better. Much better. Okay. So white 12 sitting in the back of the room there. Not very happy, but he is able to come up into range and set his sights on the large stone-like creature that's knocking out his teammates.
Let's go, buddy.
And so he decides to go for you with the longsword also.
Yep.
And he misses, but then makes a counterattack or a secondary attack and misses again. He's definitely not as nimble as his associate is. However, white 31 now has a chance to get in on the action and decides to take advantage of his angle and range. Oh, no, he's turned. Never mind. Oh, no, but he did get hit by the fireball, didn't he, after he was turned?
Yeah, that negates turn.
Yep. So he is going to make his attack. At range on Barrack. He takes one shot with his longbow. Ooh, that was almost a 20. And looks like they are both misses. Which now means that your congested brother can step into the action.
Hell yeah.
Peg, your brother is being used as a pincushion. How would you like to respond? Did we lose him?
No, I think he's measuring.
No, I'm here. I'm trying to get around the statue because obviously I'm not going to get in one shot. So that's 15. Yeah. Trying to see how the squares work out. I think I can only make it to about there.
Well, you guys have your speed is a little faster than 30, isn't it?
I think,
No.
I think I'm only 30.
Yeah, it's only 30.
Well, still, you should be able to actually get to here and be in range of white 23. be around the corner. You'd have a slight penalty, but you'd still be able to hit him with a melee weapon.
Okay, I'd take the penalty. Try to swing at that fool.
Right, so you want me to move you up there?
Yeah, let's see. Can I move up there? That would be kind of going through. That would be 30 going
I
kind of
moved
through
him.
the statue. You can hear me all right, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. There we go. Ugh. So I'll take my first swing. Let me see. This guy. On Sunblade's got radiant damage. So first swing will be made Sunblade.
Oh, they're gonna love
What
that. Ooh,
what would you want the negative to be for around the corner? Should have put that on first.
don't worry, you sufficiently passed it.
Okay. So there's swing one.
It sounds like you've got the war going on behind you there, Dan.
I hear that. Barathel, the description of Barathel says, Barathel once belonged to a paladin, so I get a +3 versus undead. Whites are undead, correct?
Yes, they are.
So instead of the +1, I'm just going to add the +2. We'll see how it lands. So here's offhand, swing.
Nice. Get him.
There's that one. He's dying. And I'll go as he's fading away. I'm prepping my third swing, and I look at Feckish and go, as he's disappearing, I shrug my shoulders, I guess, because I can't move, can't do anything else. So I will take that as a win.
Nice. Hell yeah.
All right, round two. Feckish, you are up.
All right, then. So 23 is dying. So 33, 12. Do 12. I don't want to move. I just want to target him. I think I just did.
Yeah, you're targeting white 12.
Do. With a one. Mother. Fuck.
Damn.
All right, then.
Well, at least it wasn't a fumble.
Yeah. Okay, then.
That your turn?
Apparently.
All right, Kaylee. You don't exactly have a clear shot at them, courtesy of the size of the Goliaths, but that doesn't matter for thanks to your sharpshooting.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go after. Does any of them look more injured than the others, or not yet?
Let's see.
23. The guy in front of Feckish and
23
Haig.
is dying.
23 is dead, man. All right.
Well, he's down and dying.
Sweet.
Let's see.
Okay.
But anyone else? Let's see.
I'll go for
31
this
probably
one.
has taken more damage than the other two at this point, but that's about it. All you can say.
Go for that one.
And honestly, you wouldn't see 31 from where you're at. So the two
Yeah. So
look slightly injured, but that's about it.
Nice.
I. Oh. Okay. I forgot to update my hotkeys. Because I am using a magic longbow.
Okay, so did you forget to apply something first? Or did you mean to apply something that should have been in the hotkey but wasn't?
Yeah. The damage type is also magic.
Which should negate the partially resisted?
Correct.
That makes sense. All right.
Damn it. I thought that would turn it off. Sorry.
No, it doesn't. It just adds it.
Yep,
You
my
should
bad.
be able to. You should be able to remove it yourself, though.
From the, how do I do that?
Just go on the combat tracker
Uh-huh.
and click on the running man icon.
Okay.
And anything that you have applied to that target, you should have the little delete symbol next to it.
Do not.
If you applied it, then you should have the delete symbol when you expand the effects box.
I see. Nice. Okay.
And then
Good
that's how you delete it. There used to be an extension that, among a zillion other things, it allowed you to click the button again to remove things. I don't know if there's currently an extension that does that, but
Yep. I had to click it again to actually delete it, to confirm the delete.
yeah, you
So-
got to confirm the delete. But I meant that you could just click the button on your actions tab again and have it
Right.
remove the effect instead of adding it a second time. But I don't know if that extension still exists or is functional.
All right, so I
We
did
have some
go ahead and apply
observation.
full damage to 33.
33. Okay, thank you.
So it's heavily wounded, but it's still up.
And
Random
that
observation. Everybody has always
is my
called that
turn.
icon the running man icon. And I'm surprised nobody has shortened it to Arnold or Schwarzenegger. Click on Arnold. Just
As a bonus action, you see me summon this little tiny spiritual weasel in between Fecus and the two Goliaths, and it will heal them.
The return of the weasel.
Nice.
cuddly little ferret.
Hang on. Am I got them targeted? I did target them. Why ain't they targeted?
I don't know, but they're currently not listed as being targeted by you.
Yeah, I know. There we go.
That was weird.
Very.
Well, at least he lived better on the second roll.
yeah.
I should be able to use a cantrip as an action, right? Being my spell
If
was a
that was
bonus
a bonus
action.
action, then yes.
Okay, just checking. I
Yep.
very rarely play spellcasters. I will
Keeps things
target
interesting,
number
huh, Miz?
12. And you see me shoot out the thorny whip again, and hopefully it will hit.
Nice. This was what, 12?
And once again, I will pull it.
Pulling him in closer.
Yeah, point closer to Fecus. So basically, that way the Goliath and
5 feet
Cleric
or
can
10
hit
feet?
them.
5 feet or 10 feet?
It said 10 feet, but if it can't go that far due to people blocking it or causing an issue, then I'll leave that to your discretion.
He's pretty much right there.
Okay. Okay, and I will look at the others, go, keep up the good work, everyone.
All right, Redreth.
Alrighty. So, oh, that is a whole pile of people there. Let's see.
Fireball.
I wanted to put a flaming sphere right there behind that guy. There were two of them there, but there's no longer two of them there. I don't want to hit anybody else. I can. Yeah, that guy looks like he's mostly done anyways. So I think I'm, just in case there is more coming, I think I'm going to target that guy and hit him with a just a straight up firebolt. It did hit him. He did take some damage, but he didn't fall down. Bummer.
He didn't
Okay,
fall down and go boom. But
yeah.
getting pretty close there.
And okay, I believe that is all I can do right now. Yeah, those are both in action. Okay, that is it for me then.
All right, so number 33 is not a happy camper at the moment. We're gonna clear his targets, make sure he's taking the right target. And once again is going to attempt to attack the paladin. And this time he goes again with the longsword. And misses. But as Varric dodges the blow, he reaches out with his left hand and attempts to grab him. And misses. Varric, you respond. Lob off that
Yeah.
hand.
All right. Why do I have Feckish and Haig targeted?
Healing?
Maybe.
No.
The answer is usually gremlins.
Yep. So I'm gonna look at White 33, who just took a couple swings at me,
Or the FG gods.
and chuckle a little bit and take a swing with my hammer, and I will be dumping some schmite into this.
Schmite? Schmite? Schmite away.
20. 18.
That should land a blow. Oh my god, these error messages.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why that's happening.
Oh, it's not just you. It's like I said, every time I
Ah,
click,
that
you
sucks.
guys click. And it's my fault because I haven't updated my extensions. Whereas Alex isn't giving me more grief for it. Oh, found it.
So
And
I
some-
smash 33 and then take a step this way with my mace. I'll swing at 12 here.
flank.
As you just explode the white like a melon
Yeah.
in honor of Gallagher.
Right.
So
What do I get? Is that a +2 or
yeah,
advantage?
Just add +2 because you're flanking.
Oh yeah.
A lot harder to dodge when you got people at opposite sides.
Oh, still a hit.
It's still a, with all of that, you still land a 17.
And this guy's just wounded, so I'm going to do a second level smite on this guy. How do I increase the smite level?
You make a new effect for it.
Oh, okay. I'll just do a level 1 smite then. I'll just use my last one and swing my mace. My screen froze. There we go.
I thought something looked like a hung for a second there. There we go. 23 points of damage. That left a mark.
Mm-hmm. And I will, for my bonus action, hang on. Yes, for my bonus action, I will use my channel divinity. Oh, within 10 feet. Never mind. Oh, is white 31 within 10 feet? Nope.
No,
Okay.
it's 15, I think.
That's my turn.
Okay. So white 12 now has an option here. We've previously been targeting Varric, so he's going to continue to engage Varric. And once again, slashes out with his longsword. Which misses. While also trying to get a reach on him with his ghastly hand. And still fails to connect. White 31 is feeling a little intrepid himself. And approaches Varric, who's also still in his sights. And basically tries to execute the same series of actions. Lashing out at a sword, cleaving well to the side. I don't think any of these guys can cleave above the Goliaths, honestly. And trying to use the action to establish a contact on them. And fails miserably. Allowing Haig to step
Puny whites.
into the play. Just good thing you guys have good armor.
You are done.
Good defense.
Okay, let's see. I guess just basic attacks on this fellow here. We'll go Sunblade. Oh yeah.
20, 20, 20. We love those critical.
Bow, bow, bow.
Why are my rolls coming up
And
blue and
that's
yellow
enough
instead of
to
my blue and
drop
orange?
them.
By 10 points. Hell yeah.
All right,
Squishy.
we'll follow
Squishy
in.
white.
We'll follow in to get a piece of.
Okay, I hear someone kind of talking in the background, but they're sounding really quiet. Is that you, Dan?
Must be me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Different
hear him
headset
fine.
that I usually use. Let's see. So I can get rid of 12. Come on. There we go. Then we'll follow up with a little Barathel. He gets a +2 instead of the standard for undead.
Oh, ooh, still hits. Hell yeah.
No, I'm hearing someone coming through the background in your mic, Matt.
Really?
Yep. Is there
That's
anything-
weird.
and it's TV or something in the background, right? You?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, I can just kind of hear
That's
it in the
weird.
background. I can't quite make out what they're saying, but yeah, that's why I thought that someone else was talking quietly. All right, I can just tune that out then. All right, Haig comes in with his
That's it.
sunblade, searing and glowing, slashing at the white, who winces away from the spiritual might of the blade. Does another heavy hit on it, but still not quite enough to kill it. Meanwhile, let's get like 12 out of the picture. And we are now on the third round with Fekish getting a chance to ending this once and for all. And we
Finish
move
it.
Pagan to
Finish
picture a
it.
little better.
Ta-da. Yeah, he did something.
You killed the wit. It is dying. It is dead. Dead whites. Dead whites. Okay.
Should have used,
So
my action surge.
you have managed to remove the undead infestation in this room.
Yeah.
And amongst the carnage and detritus remaining, you notice that they had all been gathered in somewhat of a circle around a small pile of random objects. They're
Oh
so
man.
Search.
Well, is the search really necessary? I mean, they're kind of just sitting there in a pile, you know?
Any
Well, let's take a look.
Detect magic. I'd rather not lose any health points or intelligence points today.
so I'm out of first level spells and I'm not gonna burn a second level for detect magic if the wizard would like to.
It'll take 10 minutes if you guys are willing to chill for 10 minutes.
I mean, yeah, I could cast
Fine
it as
with
a ritual
me.
as well.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Alrighty. So I'll
Paladins
just set
don't get
myself up.
ritual magic.
I'll set myself up against the wall here and settle in, and I will cast detect magic.
So the mage proudly struts into the room and is like, yeah, you guys need me. You need me. And he settles himself down, lights a few candles, ignites a little bit of incense, and goes into his usual trance. Abu Dhabi.
He breaks out the lube. I'm leaving.
Well,
Yes.
I was gonna say he pulls out the marijuana and
Well, I wasn't going to say anything
lights
about
one
the-
up,
I wasn't
reaches
gonna
a
say anything
higher
about the lube,
plane.
Albie, but he does pull out several feet of rubber tubing.
Hang on.
Got a large yak in that pocket.
Just happy to see me.
Yes.
I had buried a piece of spider jerky I had stashed in my backpack.
Oh, was that leather goddesses of Phobos?
Nice.
Yes.
We had a lot of fun playing that game. That was definitely a text game that caught us very off guard.
Yes.
We did not expect it to be as lewd and absurd as it was. But it was definitely fun. All right. 10 minutes go by, no interruptions. And suddenly, at least to Redreth, a glow emanates from the center of the room. Oh, yeah, that's a pile of magic booty, dude.
I will relay that to people that the pile itself appears to have a fair bit of magic. Ooh, scrolls. Redreth does drool a bit at the sight of the scrolls. And
Okay.
as long as I'm, and let's see, and as long as, how long does, ooh, and I will sit and identify, cast
Oh,
identify.
I'm sorry. Hold on one moment.
White booty. Sorry.
He said booty.
Okay, that's better. Sorry about that.
2 scrolls. All right.
Should be 3 scrolls.
3.
2 outstanding and a regular.
Ah, okay. Yes, I will. Can I read them? Do I know what they are? Or if they're magical, I need to cast identify, right?
Do you need, doesn't you need to identify to read what they are?
No, he can study them. But that takes time.
Now, I'm not going to, as a magic user, I'm going to say you're going to be able to identify what they are pretty quickly, especially if, you know, they're scrolls, they're emanating magic, and they're not cursed or alternated. So with that in mind, you get to see that and that and that.
Ooh, resilient sphere.
Nice.
Protection from elementals. Well, next time we have a break, can't I copy those into my spell book?
Not here in the dungeon, but yes, you need I don't insist on libraries and labs, but you need to be in a place where you're resting comfortably, not just taking an 8-hour rest in
Right.
the dungeon.
Yeah, that sounds good. Awesome. Well,
Yeah,
I will
you don't exactly
absolutely,
have a desk and ink and quills and whatnot available.
right. Yep, that makes perfect sense. And then the dagger, I will sit down, and that I probably need to identify to get a feel for what exactly it
Mhm.
does.
Yep, and you probably will be able to identify the potion at the same time too. So is that another 10 minutes?
Okay. Yep. If people are, I think identify is just a minute. Yeah, it says casting time is 1 minute.
If you have it
Oh,
available.
If
that's
you're
right. It's,
using a spell slot.
how much of a hurry are we in? That's the question.
Whatever's clever, dude.
I could use some hit die and a short rest for sure.
Yeah, I don't think we're in any particular hurry.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll take the time to do it as a ritual instead of a spell slot. So
Which means that you now have identified that and that.
+2 dagger. Who's the in close work type person who would benefit greatly from a dagger? Redreth no longer wants to get that close to anybody. So while it is +2 is awesome, he doesn't need it. So
Was gonna call dibs on the potion, but I'm not really an invisibility person. I like to stand up in front of whatever I'm attacking.
Okay, the stuff
Yeah,
I'm
that's
an
really?
been added-
Honestly-
invisibility sort of person.
just so you know, the
I was
stuff
gonna
that's been
say,
added to the party inventory.
I was going to say that I think that Kaoli probably could have that because being invisible and floating, you can
Mhm.
pretty much sneak into just about
Mhm.
anywhere. So that makes perfect sense to me. I am greedily shoving the scrolls into my inventory to search later when I have time. So
And we haven't opened any of the other doors in here. Are we going to take a short rest with all this identifying? Because I'd like to use some hit
Okay.
die.
yeah, I think the doing it as a ritual, it required what, an hour, or it just says a minute on the spell, so I wasn't sure.
No,
All rituals
So
are 10
the-
minutes.
Oh,
all
10 minutes,
rituals
okay.
are 10 minutes plus casting time.
Oh, okay. So then it'd be an extra minute then.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So casting it as a ritual adds 10 minutes to the casting time.
So can I roll some hit die? We all cool with chilling out in here real quick?
I think it's a good time for a break.
Sweet
Both
then.
in game and out of game. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording and we'll meet back here at 1/4 to the hour.
Oh,
Cool.
Okie dokie, I'll catch you
There
all
we
a
go.
bit. If I take a little bit longer, I apologise. Because the puppies are obviously chewing me to death, so I should be back as quick as I can.
Idle hands or idle teeth.
Yeah, she's downstairs. Hopefully, she's happily sleeping at the moment. I did give her my mom's favourite toy monkey to chew on, so she's been happily chewing on that to death.
All right. See y'all on the flip side. All right. So you've eliminated the whites. You've collected the butte. I know the mage is probably pretty happy. I do believe 1 or 2 other items were picked up. I did award the XP, so you guys are all now less than 4,000 away from 8th level. We're getting there, slowly but surely.
I will say it was the first time this campaign that the rest of the party saw the mage do a little happy dance.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. All right, so I believe you guys were gearing up for a rest. That was going to be a long rest, I presume.
No, that was a short rest that we were going to do.
Short rested.
Short rested, okay. So let me go ahead and do a short rest, which will add an hour onto the clock. Okay, so for the rest, long or short, I'm gonna presume everyone's inside unless someone wants to stay outside on watch. Anyone staying on the outside of the room?
Yeah, Vark will.
Also for the group, know that we've got 9 potions of greater healing in the party sheet and 1 potion of gaseous form. So those may come in useful
Nice.
at some point. So just I was just looking through the party sheet and noticed that they were in there. So
Good thing. to point out.
9 potions of greater healing. Wow.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I did not think we had that many.
Well,
Yep.
question you gotta ask yourself is, do you want the cat going around in a gaseous form?
All right, folks. So how would you like to proceed at this early hour? Just a great time for dungeoneering in the desert.
Yeah, let's see about, are there any additional doorways in this room? Anything else of interest at all?
Oops.
I was just going to say that. Very good.
So there are 3 doorways that you should be aware of at this point. The room that you're in is the only way in and out of is the doorway that you came through that you are aware of at this point.
Okay.
All right, which way do we want to go? Check the door out to the west or to the east?
I think that makes
Sure.
sense. Do that before we proceed down. Definitely.
Yeah.
Sure.
You guys want me to pop that door open too?
I believe we popped that door open.
Redreth's going to position himself by the statue there, and not go any further until other people go first.
Yeah, I
It
think
helps if I...
maybe Barrick and Haig open the door. You know, front line and all
Easy
that.
as those whites where I say yes.
As long as we don't roll at the bottom of the initiative, like we did. Yeah, if it's not locked, Vark will just take a step in, I guess.
Okay. This plain room is 20 foot square. Its walls are smooth marble panels.
Maybe we should have slept over here.
It does feel a little bit more calming, relatively speaking.
So we got a yin yang situation going on with these rooms, it seems.
Relatively. I mean,
Okay.
this still, I mean, the whole tomb definitely feels, especially to a paladin, icky.
Right. Is there
picking up
a
essences of undead coming from all directions? So I wouldn't exactly call this a good room, just compared to the
Sure.
other room. Yeah, you probably would have felt more comfortable sleeping here than in that one. Not that it mattered.
okay? Is there anything on the floor in here? It's just an empty room.
It is an empty room.
All right, I'll step back out and say it's a empty room.
An empty room is an empty room. Okay.
I'll step all the way in first. I'll walk to the middle of the room, just see what's up. I just gotta scratch the itch.
Mhm.
Anything happen?
All of a sudden, the walls start glowing, and you feel a divine sense of ascension. Nope, just kidding.
Oh. All right, cool. Yeah, nothing. It's all clear. Nothing to see here. So going south.
Oh, you want
yeah,
shit to go south, do you? Okay.
No.
Okay, so Haley is going to cautiously creep down this hall, checking for traps as she does, because this whole place has been riddled with traps. So we are going to be looking very carefully let's see. What do we have that we could use to Anybody have a 10-foot pole? Oh, that's right.
The 10.
I don't have to. I can
That was
float.
weird.
That's right. I can hover. Yeah, I'm checking this place for traps and walls, ceiling, floor. Keeping an eye out for anything unusual. And yes, I am floating because traps.
I've got a flute. Is that long enough?
No, I just have to float and look carefully. So I believe that is that. And just in case it's worth rolling, I'm gonna roll that too. But yes, I am searching for traps.
Okay. Not what I wanted. Okay, so. The description is in order again, even though I know you've been through here. Behind the concealed door is a long 10-foot wide bridge stretching toward the south across a deep chasm. The walls of this room, 20 foot away on either side of the bridge, extend 30 feet below the bridge and drop into unyielding darkness below. They parallel the bridge as far as can be seen. Long, heavy strands of moss and mold dangle down from the sides of the bridge, dripping into the darkness below. The chill of death is in the air, and soft, moaning cries swell up from the void beneath the bridge.
That's awesome. I'm gonna be right behind Kayla as she makes her way down town. No, down the bridge.
Your spidey sense is going crazy in here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I might tell the wizard to maybe just huck a fireball off the side, see what happens.
Could do that.
Just in case, I mean, maybe have one ready.
We could also just light a torch and toss it down and just see if we can get a look at what's down there too.
Ooh, does anybody have light? We could just throw it on a piece of copper. So that cantrip. I don't.
Alex, quickly, do you recall the light range of a torch?
Off the top of my head, no, but it is a preset in the lighting effects panel.
I thought it was 10 foot light and
think
then
it's
another additional
20.
10 foot dim light.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. But apparently it's 20 feet.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And presumably that light should still be seen from any distance as long as it's in line of sight, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys going to throw a torch down?
I think somebody was going to throw a torch down, yes.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
10 torches, so we can light one up.
Yeah, light one.
And just
Toss
drop
it
it over
over.
the edge just to see what's down there. All right, let me. Whereabouts is the bridge start?
Right as soon as the wall
Must-
opens up.
Is it so like right about here?
Yep, right where the light spreads out. so I'm gonna have to remember when I
Okay.
set the walls on these things to leave a little.
Okay, so I'm gonna move right up to the edge of the wall where it widens out like that. And light, yeah, and I have a tinderbox, so I will light up the torch and just casually toss it, so it will just kind of casually go down this way as it falls. I see it just kind of lit up. I waited for it to get, you know, good and going, and then I just tossed it, and I just see it kind of going end over end as it falls down into whatever the depths are.
All right, so lousy color for this, but that'll work. It falls down what you would say somewhere between 50 to 100 feet, closer to 50 than to 100, more than likely. So probably more between 50 and 75, 80 feet, you would say. And when it lands, you see what appear to look like not quite sarcophagi, but tombs, coffins, stone coffins. Lots of them.
Okay.
Interesting.
So that's where we would have been if we had gone all the way down, probably. In the other chamber.
Other chamber.
Where you guys
When
all
we
fell
first
through.
came down into this place, and I did the parkour landing on the ledge. If we had continued down, because
Oh, yeah.
you could go down further. That's probably about that level.
Conceptually, yes, probably right.
So what are you going to do? How are we going to proceed? We cannot quite tell how far the bridge extends. I'm going to have to work on lighting, not just line of sight. So even though you can see it on the map, technically your characters cannot see how far the bridge goes.
We can see to about there,
Yeah, sounds about right.
because that's a 60-foot arrow.
Mm-hmm. It says 65, but close enough.
It says 60 on mine.
Duh, I have dancing lights. I can light them up if we want.
As you can see on the
Okay.
Zoom screen, it says 65. Not that I care. Like I said, roughly that's fine. That doesn't matter. But yeah,
Yeah, it's not
it's
not updating when I move it. That's weird.
Yeah, so if you guys want, I can light up dancing lights. I haven't done that in a
Yeah, why
while,
not?
so I'll just do dancing lights, and then I'll just drop a couple orbs on there. One of them's got to be
I'm
they've got
gonna
to be
float.
within 25 feet of each other. So I'm just gonna, or they've got to be within 20 feet of each other. I mean, so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of float around, float over here, and see if I can see how far the thing goes.
There, so that's the dancing lights, and
Yeah,
Oh, so
I
that
just
up to
want to see how
fours.
far. I just want to see if I can tell how far the bridge goes. And you said there's like stone coffins down below. Could we tell if it continued, if it was the same space on either side of the bridge?
If what is the same, all right, so what are the 5-foot markers? Orange markers.
Those are my dancing lights.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they're lighting up.
So-
Each one of them, it says they're basically each a torch. So, and they have to be within 20 feet of each other and within 120 feet of me.
Okay.
So
All right. So nice spacing. And then Kaylee, you're going to move forward, right, to that marker?
Yes.
Okay.
When we tossed the torch down, were we able to tell if there was like a wall at or under the bridge, or if the space on both sides was the same room?
From what you can tell, it is indeed a bridge. There is clearance underneath it.
Okay.
I presume you're going to be doing this in as stealthful a manner as possible.
Yes.
All right. If you would do your stealth check, please. And while you're at it, if you would also do a dexterity check.
Okay. And a dexterity check. Okay. And I am flying, if that makes any difference at all.
You're flying too, huh? So you're not even walking on the bridge, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So you make it out to this point without any kind of issues.
Okay.
The only thing of note is that as you proceed across and get to the point where you're at, you notice those low volume moans seem to be coming from all around below you.
Okay. And it looks like I can now see that there's a door at the other end.
Yes, that should be at least the end of the walkway and the walls resuming to a normal border of the pathway. You can see that about 10 feet before the
Okay.
door. So the lighted area is actually the shape of the walls. You can barely see them, but I'll try to fix those at another time, or at least on future maps.
Okay.
If is she signaling that it seems clear?
No, it does not seem clear.
Relying on the ranger's judgment.
I am going to come over here and fly down just a little bit. And see if anything changes.
You don't have any kind of dark vision, do you?
60 feet.
Oh, you do. All right, in which case, you definitely see moving figures in the darkness below. They appear to be mostly humanoid in shape. Maybe with some
Okay.
mild distortion in the general humanoid figure, but for the most part, humanoid. Some do appear to be slouched over. Others appear to be climbing, not actively moving, but holding on to some of the vines and moss that is growing from the the bridge and the walls.
I mean, I'm all healed up. We could have a fireball go down there, followed by some meteor smite.
Possible,
Um,
possible.
Insight. Haley, insight, please.
Insight. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. That's a nice one.
There sure are a lot of them. Sure appear to be a lot of them down there.
Yeah.
Okay, no
All
meteor
the more
smite.
reason to lob a fireball.
To be clear, it's not swarming with them, but there's enough of them.
Yeah.
So with the torch hitting the ground, is it not attracting them, congregating towards the torch?
They seem to be ignorant of it, at least from Kaylee's
Interesting.
perspective.
Very interesting.
There are none around it, and at this point, there's no way to tell if the torch dropped into an area where there wasn't any, or if they've all moved away from it.
Okay. Wow, that's very interesting. We are going to come over here and see if we can hear see or hear anything over there about the door or anything.
Oh, crap. You perceive nothing.
Okay.
No sound, no smell.
Very interesting. All right. Traps in the area, whether they're the door, the floor, the walls, the ceiling. Let me find that.
It appears, at least from this side, to be a normal door with a simple latch, no lock, of wooden construct, but finally complements the stone frame in which it's in.
Okay.
No sign of trigger, trap, or other release mechanism that you can detect.
Okay. So nothing appears out of the ordinary to me about this. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to fly back over here and let people know that so far
What is
it
your,
appears that the
by the way, what is your flying speed?
35.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell
Combat
people
tracker
that,
says you got
so-
60-foot fly speed.
Oh, that's right. It is 60-foot fly. Sorry,
That's
I
what I
forgot.
thought.
My walking speed is 35. My flying speed is apparently 60.
Yeah, I thought that's. it.
How you were out there for a minute or two looking around, right?
Yep.
Okay, so my dancing lights fade after a minute.
Okay.
Beep, 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 beep. All gone.
So yeah, I'm gonna come back over here and tell people that so far nothing seems to be amiss if we just keep to the bridge and go over to the other door at the far end. But I have not actually touched down on the bridge, so I don't know if the things down below would be able to sense it or not. I didn't notice any triggers, but that doesn't mean that if somebody steps out onto the bridge, the creatures below won't react.
Should Vark go
They don't
first?
appear to have. They don't appear to have reacted to the torch that we tossed down, but that could have just been a coincidence.
All I know is if the bridge is going to dump somebody off, you may want to anchor, like with a rope or something.
Well,
just in
that
case
was my
there's a
thought.
trap
Is I
that's gonna
can Misty step.
send you down there.
It ain't gonna do you much good
Yep.
once you're more than 60 feet out, though.
That's true. But yeah, I'll head down the corridor.
And honestly, at like 50 feet, if you drop, that's gonna be a hell of a slam into the wall when you swing back down.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just
5
start
points
making my
less
way
damage if
towards
you're
the door.
yodeling.
I look toward
Varric, if you would,
Kaoli.
hold on, Ms. Varric, if you would please make a dexterity check.
Checker saving throw.
Check.
All right.
As the wizard goes, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it.
You know what?
Yeah.
Dexterity check is absolutely nothing that you would perceive on the outside, nor would even the player it affects matter. Okay,
I'll just look back and shrug and keep making my way.
you proceed to what appears to be roughly the center of the bridge without any change in the status quo. And I believe I'm not sure what your vision range is, but you should probably be able to see the other doorway about now, or will within about 20 feet.
Cool.
If it's dark, you've got your
My
monocle
monocle.
on.
And I'll look back. And since I'm out here by myself, I'll say, hey, is the door open?
Loudly, huh?
Yep.
Can you wink with a monocle on?
Good question.
If you can, I bet you it looks really amusing. Wonk. All right, well, so
So-
apparently your paladin is making a rather vociferous inquiry.
Yeah, apparently. I'm just gonna kind of like give him a dirty look that he probably can't see, and and shake my head. No, the door is not open.
When he makes the loud noises, Redreth goes through the motions and casts mage armor on himself.
Okay,
Just
probably
in
because
case
I mean-
he needs it.
a
You do have to target
mean-
yourself.
Oh, I do.
I can just run the
Yes,
rest of the
because
way. and,
mage
like-
armor,
Sorry.
mage armor is I believe range of touch, so it doesn't have to be yourself. It could be somebody else.
Why is it not letting me? It's not letting me click on my own.
So Varric, one thing is apparent to you that won't be apparent to the others. And that is, I guess this would be slightly unnerving to you, but not entirely discouraging. Certainly not like the fear effect from the statue above, but you feel the chill of undead. You're very familiar with this feeling. It's not a problem, but you've never felt it. It's like, you know how you can feel the cold coming off an ice cube or a large block of ice?
Yeah.
You've never
Yeah.
felt this chill without having something like right next to you. You feel like you have undead all around you, but there's nothing around you at the moment. And you're very aware of the undead that's below you, but you've never felt the chill without having a much, much closer proximity to them.
All right.
And so, like I said, it's disconcerting, but not entirely discouraging. Wow, I'm tripping over my tongue.
I have a feeling it's based on quantity rather than quality at the moment.
Yes, it could be.
Oh.
Definitely a possibility.
More dead friends.
And of course, unless you
Um,
convey this to the others, they have no awareness of it.
I mean, I'd have to yell.
Yeah, you could be doing something like, yeah, don't worry about it. They know we're here anyway.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of dead we knew about.
The secrecy and stealth ship has kind of sailed here at this point. So
Yep.
The neighbors
Maybe,
know that we're home.
Maybe have my brother pull up the rear.
Well,
While everybody
okay,
else-
let me step back for a second and pose a divine insight for the characters or the players. If the stealth and secrecy aspect has been abandoned at this point, then shouldn't that beg the question of why are they not attacking?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. They're still not responding to even like if fire takes a look over, they're still, it doesn't seem like anything's happening. They're just shambling about down there still.
So far, the only things that the party, are aware of that could have potentially stimulated them was the torch, Kaylee's flight, and your venture out onto the bridge. To your knowledge, there has been no response to any of those
Sweet.
three
To any of it.
triggers.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll let everybody know about, how weird it feels out here and that I'm gonna keep moving towards the door.
Okay.
And down the
They
road.
may not be able to get up here.
Right.
That is a distinct possibility.
Can they jump clear that distance if there's vines up the wall that they're leaning on and near and shit? Will they be able
And
to
you
jump all
yelled,
the way
right? You
across?
yelled about the door.
Oh,
Yeah,
hold on a second.
I asked-
Step back a second. Kaylee,
Oh.
just a reminder, you couldn't quite tell that they were able to move, but you did see them clinging to the vines and moss strands hanging from the bridge. So
Yeah,
it does seem
Yeah.
to you that they have a way up there. Though it might be
Oh,
more
hanging from the
difficult than they can
bridge.
do, or only some of them can get up and they haven't quite found the way up yet, or they're just simply not moving in that direction yet. But in your opinion and what you've observed so far, you wouldn't rule out the possibility that they can't get up there. It's possible, but
Sweet.
Okay.
you wouldn't count on it.
For whatever reason, I thought they were
Okay.
hanging from the walls with the first description. So yeah, if they're on the bridge, then they can totally The
let me
Yeah,
potential
they're
is there.
they're hanging off the vines are hanging off the bridge, and the humanoid undead things are hanging on the vines.
Let me
Um,
rephrase your perception in another simpler way. You are pretty sure that if they intended to get up to the bridge, they would be on the bridge.
Okay,
Sweet.
so yeah,
Good to know.
but my habit is to be stealthy. So yes, still a dirty look, and I am not shouting to him.
Though
I
with
will
his
fly
with
over.
his vision, all he's seeing is the head nodding. He cannot see any facial expressions.
There's an assumption
Correct.
that could be in play here.
Go ahead. What assumption are you referring to?
Oh, the head nod that Calla Lily
Oh,
is not
yeah.
pleased with the
Yeah,
current
yeah.
situation.
I'm like, oh, the door's locked. Okay, I mean, unless you say otherwise, Eric's fixing to kick this door in. Once you get
No,
down here,
I'm gonna come over here and say, door is not open, but it's not locked either.
oh, cool.
But
Cool.
I'm
You
gonna
could've
come
just yelled.
up so that I can speak quietly because I don't like to yell.
Oh, okay.
Especially not in long dead ancient tombs, you know?
Exactly, because
Probably not a good idea.
just because these ones have not decided to come up and join us on the bridge does not mean that there's nothing else that could hear us from here.
This is an excellent point.
Whether they choose to attack us while we are in here or not, they still could exist and be alerted because we shouted.
We who?
One of you.
Right.
This group,
The proverbial we.
yes, the
The
proverbial
Goliath.
we.
It's okay.
So,
yeah,
yes,
I'll just I'll look at Kale and be like, so should we get the rest of them?
as you feel like,
guys.
sure. Yeah, you shout that, and I give you a smack upside the head,
Oh,
or somewhere that is not too heavily armored, so that you will actually feel it, and I won't get too badly stung.
Now, where is the soft
But
spot on
the sense
Goliath?
of it is the sense of it is definitely a Gibbs slap.
ooh. Okay. Be quiet. I got it. Sorry.
All right, so what did I miss? What are you doing?
He just
Inform the
shouted
others that
to the group to come on over, and I tried to Gibbs slap him because I don't like it. I don't like it when people are loud.
All right, so who's going first? Or are you going as a group?
Red Dress just starts walking, hoping Mizrim's coming along with him.
Okay, Red Jet, if you would
Me too.
roll a dexterity check, please.
I really need to learn the spell fly.
It's rather convenient at times.
Sorry, my dice tower was hidden. I had to go hunt for it. Next check. See, I don't do dexterity, so.
And Ms., if you would also do your dex check, please. And are you going with across with Red Dreth?
I'm going to cross, but I'm just hanging a little bit back, so that way, keep an eye out when I'm going to cross.
about that far behind him?
Yes, that sounds about right.
Then there were tokens.
Give me just a moment.
So many tokens.
Yes. Oh, What's that?
All I'm gonna say is, did someone order dead people?
oh shit. Yeah.
I see dead people.
I'm not gonna move. I'm just checking the distance. Damn. Why didn't that happen to me?
It's a sexy amount of undead we got on our hands, folks. And I only got 2 spell slots left.
Well, it certainly does not surprise me that there is an undead infestation here.
Yep.
So I'm going
Doesn't-
to presume at this point that you guys know everything that you're going to be encountering, with maybe one exception. But yeah, as you're walking along, as Redreth passes by, Mizram notices a bandaged arm reach up onto the ledge to his left. Redreth, you are not aware of this until Mizram says something, because it is doing so quite quietly. But it basically, Mizram, you can choose to have a reaction, but it gets itself onto the platform unless you expend a reaction, and then at which point we will take initiative.
Kill it.
Miz?
What was that, Keith? You was a bit quiet.
Oh, I was saying that you basically have a chance to take a reaction. Otherwise, he's going to be up on the platform at the location that you see.
I will use my reaction to basically let me just quickly check the spell.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's yeah, well, I guess I will do the most heroic thing, is run up to it and whack it, and then say to Redreth, "We got company."
All right, so does your spell give you the ability to attack as a reaction?
Oh, no. Well, I can't attack, but I'll run up to it, close the gap, so that way, if you're going to attack someone, you're going to come for me instead of the wizard who can't see it.
Okay. And
And
with
then
that,
I'll
go ahead, finish what you're saying.
I can attack it. Okay, I will.
Well, you might be able to, but yeah, everyone go ahead and start rolling their initiative, including you, Ms.
Okay, I shall do so.
Ew, that's a lousy initiative.
Now, just keep in mind, Redrith, I might have to modify your initiative because I presume everyone is watching the two of them, you and Mizram cross. Mizram is noticing it in
Yeah.
front of you, but it is behind you at the moment and quiet. So until you see someone else react, you are not going to be able to react. That reasonable? Jim?
I guess. Okay.
And of course, yeah, you wind up getting a nice high and mid on there.
Remember, fireball
know what?
undead, not me.
Jim, go ahead and do a perception check. Let's see if you notice or are aware that you hear Mizram speed up. Yes, you are. Okay, you get your initiative. So with that, God, I hate this. Okay, there we go. You have the flag. You spin around
Flag.
and see Miz closing in on a mummy that has just emerged from what is now the right side of the bridge to you. And you are as you are facing Miz.
And I'm high elf, so my vision is, why don't I have that written down?
Your vision is 60.
Okay, so I can see Varric and Kaeli down at the other end there, right? Now,
Yes,
with that perception, do I hear other things making their way up? I mean, I just see the one.
that's
but-
all you see at the moment. If anything else is coming up, it's doing it quite quietly.
Okay.
Or there's some kind of unnatural silence placed upon them, one or the other.
All right.
You did indeed hear Mizram's footsteps and heard them hasten, so obviously sound is present. But that may not be true, be it below the bridge line or either below or outside the bridge line.
Okay. Well, I glance behind me to where Varric is, and I misty step right up against the door. I basically peace out there using a level 2 bonus or spell slot bonus action. And then whoops.
I would like
So-
to point out something though to the players. Just a reminder that because of the mechanics of the random encounter, I really had no way to prevent from putting those icons on the map without you seeing them at the same time. So keep in mind what you saw pop up on the map is entirely player knowledge at this point. You have heard that there are other things down there, so there's good reason to believe there are more. But at this point, all you've seen crawl up the rope is a mummy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I'm still not going to be within physical range of anything if I can at all help it.
I totally understand. I just wanted to make that clear that
Yeah.
that is actually player knowledge, not character knowledge.
But that's the reason. That's also the reason I went this way instead of going back to where the other people were, is because this was the quickest way away, directly away from that guy.
Yeah. that
So
makes
then
sense.
that was my bonus action. So then once I land there, I will target him. And that has a range of 90 feet. So that's still good. I am going to throw a chromatic orb at it.
Nice.
So yeah. So, and I will, let's see, it's undead. I'll do, I wish I could do force damage with that, because then I could possibly blast it right off the bridge. But I'll go for fire, because fire, mummy's made of, stuff that might burn. So
Mhm.
Fire.
we will,
Yeah.
we will hit that.
Fire,
Oh.
has
Huh.
usually been a good option.
That, oh, I casted it myself. I'm still
No, it says
targeting
that
myself.
chromatic orb at mummy hit.
Yeah, let me just
Oh, yeah,
untarget
but
myself.
16 at red dress. Yeah, I don't think you want to take that damage.
Right, exactly. Okay, so I did get a hit against the mummy, so fire. Boom.
Don't you go
All
burning
right,
my mummy.
and that's all I got. And we're on to Varric.
I'm confused here.
Is it me?
Hold on a second. And Alex
Mhm.
might be able to help me with this. I'm not sure yet. So I see it said that it did 10 points of damage in the roll. Is that what you guys see? Yeah. So it says 10 points of damage. You see below there that it says because it's vulnerable, it doubled it. So it should be 20 points of damage, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
So the
and-
roll was
hold on, never mind. I was
10.
looking at the wrong. I thought that it applied a different damage amount to the mummy, but I was looking at the wrong line. It did apply the right amount of damage to the mummy. Never mind.
Okay.
okay.
All
So
right,
you're up, Varric.
Yep, Varric, you are up.
All right. Shit, there's not much I can do. I'm just gonna move up. Okay, I'm just gonna dash right up next to Mizram. And bonus action. Nope, I can't do that. That's my turn. Just gonna get up in its face.
Okay. Miz.
And I'll tell Mizram to get to the door. Get with Kaeli and the wizard.
At this point, since he approached it, he would open himself up to an attack of opportunity if he were to move, barring exemplary measures.
Okay, I will listen to the Goliath. I will nod my head, go, good luck, sir, and I will disengage and then move here, and then I can only move 40 feet. So in this form, I think. Let me just double check.
I think you're only 10 feet. You're a humanoid form, right?
Oh, 45. I can move 45 in this form.
In
So that'll
humanoid
be
form?
here.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Fast
I
biped.
yeah.
All right, so Miz manages to duck and bob, dives underneath the open legs of Varric as he comes charging through. Miz manages to make a break for it, and the mummy is there, kind of looking bewildered. Tries to reach for Miz as he's going, but has no hope of avoiding him, but does get a chance to respond, attack, or redirect his attack towards the incoming Hulk. All right, so he's first going to target Goliath. It starts by staring at you with an infamous "Rah!" and you feel a chill wash through your body, but you're able to resist it. And then he approaches you and tries to swing at you with a unexpectedly powerful uppercut, but still manages to not land a blow.
Hell
Kale,
yeah.
you now see them engaged in hand-to-hand combat. What will you do? Alex, you there?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I'm gonna shoot the mummy because
Don't you know you're gonna shoot the mummy?
that feels like a good that seems like a good thing to do.
Why not? You got
And that
advantage
is
on them.
and Varric is adjacent to it, so I get my sneak, correct?
Yes, you do.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
That always makes a nice difference. So Mizram's charging towards you. You shoot right over his shoulder. Not quite unlike Bard in Desolation of Smog taking out the dragon. Don't
Mhm.
move. And
Yeah.
yes, nice heavy damage to the
That
mummy.
that will be my turn.
Thank goodness for that.
Mummy now has an arrow sticking out of it.
Yes, it does. Fekish, something tells me that something in your past has earned you a particular hatred of mummies, so you're kind of irked. Inspired, impassioned, not quite berserked.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Oh, speaking of which, now that I think of it and alluding to that, Alex, Rangers have a concept of a preferred or a favored enemy, don't they, in 5th edition?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't apply to your particular character, correct?
Correct.
Spiritual weapon.
Done and done.
And he managed to do another 9 points of damage. And he seems to be unraveling. There are holes in him, but he's still stumbling forward. He still is not giving up, unrelenting, unyielding. The undead have no sense of reason, only destruction.
The
Hey.
undead say, never say die. Ha ha ha.
Exactly. And Haig, how are you going to get yourself engaged in this cacophony of chaos?
So I only see one mummy.
That's all you
Do
do?
we have?
But you
I'm-
suspect that
can I-
there's more coming.
Yeah, and I would rather be the flanker than the flanked.
That makes sense.
I might just hang out a second and see what else pops up if this guy's almost already dead.
I agree. That's why I'm staying back here.
So I'm going to wait.
Okay.
I'm going to hold my turn and prepare to swing if anything arises next to me.
Makes sense. And let's see. So let's see. All right. So second round, Dredreth.
All right. Well, seeing it is still alive, I am going to,
So to speak.
yeah, exactly. I am going to let the barky dog run out of the house first, and then do a firebolt at it. I hit with a roll of 6. Wow, okay. There we go. Firebolt hits the mummy. He does a little finger guns, blows his finger off, and is quite proud of himself.
Kills.
He single-handedly took care of this whole situation.
Fire
Yeah.
kills. That's a wrap.
Just so you know, it only has an 11 armor class, so they are relatively easy to hit.
But I caught it.
I only said it in giant, apparently.
Yeah,
My bad.
All right. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait.
the mummy,
to help
the
Usher.
remaining strands of the mummy's wrap kind of just vaporize into ash. All right, so
I'll just wait here for Feckish and Haig to help get them across the bridge in case anything else. Does it sound like anything else is making noise or anything like that?
you're still hearing those low moans and cries from below. Redreth, are you done with your turn? Jim?
Sorry, Varric was talking. I thought you were talking to him. Yes.
No, I want to make sure you
I-
were done with your turn before I moved on.
Yeah, I did my action. I've got my mage armor on, and that one is dead. He's busy congratulating himself for taking care of this entire situation.
Okay, and you're choosing to change your location, moving in any direction?
Nope, staying right there.
Okay, so Varric, you are now up. Please to operate in 1 round increments. So no more than your movement range, no more than 1 action and reaction. Unless your
Okay.
class allows more.
And I'm gonna stay right where I'm at. I'm not moving, just checking distances. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
gonna stay right here and just be ready to attack anything that shambles up near me or anything.
okay, sounds good. Go ahead and end your turn then, or
Sorry.
you're ready. Ms. Continue.
I will pull back this direction, get behind the road because she makes a nice shield, and shout to Varric, go, try and pull back toward the door so if there is more trouble, I can use a firewall. And I will basically end my turn. Can no point me trying to hold a spell?
Okay,
Because you never know if a life ever going to listen.
yeah, very true. Haley,
I currently have no targets, so I am going to get ready to shoot something as soon as it starts attacking my companions, because
just in case.
that's kind of what I do.
Yep. All right, so you're ready. Feckish, what about you?
Same thing. Waiting.
You're gonna wait, huh? Okay, go ahead and end your turn. Haig,
Well, we're not seeing anything move yet. Is there enough light to still see under the bridge?
you
From
can
the-
see the torch glowing from underneath there, but there still doesn't seem to be much movement within the light range, but you can see some movement and shadows just outside the perimeter of the lighted area.
Ugh, no fun. I'll wait.
All right. Redreth. I'm just hanging and waiting.
So did they do anything with the door that is behind me currently?
I don't
Because
believe
if it
so.
seems like
No, they
nothing's
have
happening out
not,
on the
yeah, they have not opened that door yet.
okay, because if it seems like nothing's happening on the bridge, I'm going to turn my attention to the door, and ask Kaylee if is the door locked or trapped or anything like that. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm asking before I give it a shove or something like that.
Wow, mages can
Yeah,
learn.
I will inform you that the door is not locked, and as far as I can tell, it is also not trapped.
Okay. I will turn to Mizram and say, shall we go in? That's not a no.
Ms. And where'd you go?
Sorry, I forgot I mute myself on a different microphone. I said don't mind if I do.
All right, so.
Very good. All right, I'm gonna push the door open.
You're gonna push the door open. Oh my gosh. All right, now all hell breaks loose.
Hey, we're out of battle.
Party.
So there we go. Boom. Door open. And then we're gonna see if the wizard realizes what a really bad idea is for him to be the one to actually be in the front pushing the door open.
Mhm.
Okay, so. The door opens to reveal a very large circular room. Shaft of light pierces the darkness from the domed ceiling above, illuminating an altar in the center of the 50-foot diameter room. Walls are covered with 5 different inscriptions. The altar seems to be made of clear glass. Carved doors stand closed at each compass point.
Oh, nice.
Inscription time.
Nice.
Got to get in there though. At the moment, there's only Ms. and Redrith are kind of seeing this, though. Kayla Lee does observe or perceive the increased light from behind as they open the door.
Okay.
So, Redrith, go ahead and end your turn. And Varric, you going to choose to do anything?
And after the experience out in the hallways there where I set off the trap stepping forward, I know better than to step into the room until the floaty person has gone in there. So I'm not stepping into the room. I'm just looking.
I think that's a prudent decision. So Varric, you do obviously also notice the light emanating from inside that room. As a matter of fact, so does Feckish and Haig.
Okay.
And as a result, you can kind of see the shadows of Redrith, Mizram, and Kaeli at the far end.
All right, I'm gonna look at Feckish and Haig and be like, "Come on!" And I will move 10 feet towards the door, and that's it.
Okay. And I presume you're just readying an action.
Sorry.
What are you readying
Yep,
yourself? or-
holding an attack. Sorry. Yep.
Okay, go ahead and end your turn. Ms.
Right. I don't see anything behind me or in front of me, right?
Not at the moment, no.
I will look at the wizard, pat his back, and go, thank you for opening the door. And then I will step in. As I step in, I will do an investigation to make sure it's safe as I'm stepping in.
Okay, well, nothing happens upon stepping in, so that's the good news. But
Uh,
basically, events will continue as you're embracing or taking in your environment. So I will have you end your turn. And we'll move on to Kaeli.
okie dokie.
And what are you going to do, Kaeli? Change position or continue to keep an eye on things? Or perform some other proactive action?
I think I'm gonna move back here to the doorway and be ready to shoot anything that comes and attacks my friends.
Okay. Beckish and Haig, you're the last two, and then we will call it at this round until next session.
Try that with the mic on. Gonna wait it out.
All right, so you're gonna move down, you're gonna move your range. That's good.
Well, if Feckish is gonna wait it out, I'm not gonna leave him behind.
Oh,
Let me
do you
change
want to,
that.
do you
Yeah,
want to move
I'll
down or
wait it
are you doubling back, Feckish?
I didn't move.
Oh, that's him. Sorry. Okay, you're waiting it out. Sorry, that was Haig that doubled back. Sorry.
I'm under the impression that there is more of what's underneath the bridge that is coming up the bridge.
All right, just to be clear, I have no problem with you suspecting it, but your characters do not know this.
Agreed.
Okay.
I just know that where one comes, there's more because they're making noise. I know they're down there.
Okay.
Oh, they haven't shared the fact that there's more stuff moving downstairs.
Your characters do not know about the tokens that you saw as I was setting up the encounter.
Oh,
All
Oh,
those-
yeah,
So
I'm-
you've heard stuff that's absolutely reasonable to assume you suspect it. But Kaylee noticed another motion that's not coming up. They didn't respond to the first two people crossing the bridge. And only after two people crossed the bridge did you see a mummy come on top of the bridge. You have no knowledge of what else might be below the bridge.
but yeah, if I know there's stuff crawling underneath me, I'm standing still until we see what pops up. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
expecting something to pop
I'm
up.
assuming a defensive posture.
Okay.
Exactly.
So Fekish and Fekish, go ahead and end your turn. And then, hey, go ahead and end yours since you're staying in place.
Done.
Okay, so that begins the fourth round. And with that, okay, and this works out perfectly, or at least consistently. So give me a second here. At this point, Redrith has initiative in the fourth round. He also sees, or at least someone else also sees, another creature coming up on the east side of the bridge. Now, what you won't see right now, but you will see over the course of this round, will be that one. And several others, which I don't want to give away, so that you don't know where. Let's see how many. You will be able to see, let's see, one. There will be four of these that appear at various sides of the bridge. Redrith, you and one of them have initiative to begin with at the beginning of the round. So we will pick up at this
Okey
point
doke.
at the next session. So you know we will be resuming combat and you have a rough idea where it is. You don't have a chance to check out the inscriptions yet, so I'm not going to share those with you yet. The one order of real world business, though, is that 2 weeks from now is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Are we all going to be available, or do we need to postpone the next session until December 10th?
I'm fine.
I'm good.
I don't know.
I think I'm good.
All right, we're trying to
Should
reserve
be
your
good.
time, then I'll be, everyone else has made a commitment.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know. I'd have to check with Tracy.
Yeah, I know. I might have to bribe her. Okay, so then we are tentatively planned for our next session on the 26th. This was definitely a combat heavy session. It's good to have one or two of those every now and then. So I hope you guys had fun.
Oh yeah.
it's
I
defi-
love the combat. I think
Yeah,
it's great.
and
Hell yeah.
I hope you guys feel the way that I do, that they are interesting and dynamic combats, not just run of the mill cookie cutter battles.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh no, they're fun.
And, you know, I try to make use of the terrain. I try to make use of the different environmental factors and try to keep you thinking on your feet. So
yeah.
hopefully this gives you a chance to really employ some strategy and discovery along the way. So I had a great time today. I hope you guys all did the same. Always love playing with you guys. So thank you very, very much for having a full crew today. Especially you, Dan. We hope you feel better soon.
Me too.
Hell yeah, dude.
I gotta
And-
scoot though. I gotta take my dog to my brother's, and hopefully we're gonna make puppies. So
Ooh.
we'll see.
Excellent.
Do, 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 do. Well,
Good
good
luck
luck
with
with
that.
that.
Yeah,
Alright.
we'll see.
Talk to
All right.
everybody in a couple weeks.
See you
Yep.
guys
All
later.
right, catch you
And
guys
that will
later.
end session 57 or 56. I'll see you all in 2 weeks.